Okay, sorry, got interrupted. But I want to know how, as Christian people, and I am saying Christians, and I'm calling out all Christians because I sit here and I watch CNN and I hear Christians saying, well, we know that he's not a Christian. We didn't vote him in because he's a Christian. We vote him in because he's doing right for our nation. Our nation was based off free Christian values, that you could be a Christian of a different faith without being executed. So how can you sit here and actually say to yourself that you are a Christian and agree with the racist or racism, white supremacy, degrading somebody that God has created? I am one of those black or brown people. I have yet to figure out which I am because my skin is brown, but America sees me as black. So I'm assuming that the brown people may be the Hispanic and I am considered one of the black people. I'm not sure. But first and foremost, before I am anything, before I'm a woman, before I'm a daughter, before I'm a child, before I'm anything, a mother, a cousin, a sister, a brother, I am a Christian first. Because the day I gave my life to God, I became a Christian. So everything else around my life have to center off that. Whether right or wrong, I have to answer for it. And I have a problem with Christians out there saying that they knew he wasn't clean when they hired him. No, no Republican is clean. But a downright racist? A downright adulterer? This man is an adulterer. He cheated on his wife. He paid prostitutes to have sex with him. You can call it adult entertainment. You can call it whatever you want to. Prostitutes. But you think this mess is okay as Christians. I don't talk about no conservative view because the Bible ain't talk about no conservative view when it comes to Christianity. So if you want to throw some quotes, you throw some real Bible scriptures at me. I ain't talking about no man-made crap. Because this stuff right here is getting me completely ticked off. I don't understand how Christians want to get on live television, national television, with the world to see us and say he's doing a great job. This man lies every time he comes on, and you see it. I often wonder as a black person, how did slavery exist when there were so many Christian people in the world and our foundation in the United States was based off Christianity? And because of our current commander-in-chief, Donald Trump, I now see. I thought at this point in our lives, well, let me stop saying our because it's all me. I thought at this point in my life that we had moved forward with racism. I can go to a black church, white church. I listen to Asian music, don't understand hardly anything they're saying except for the few classes I had when I decided I was going to Japan in college. I listen to country music. I listen to rap. My least favorite music, that gospel music where they like, all that mess. No, I'm not down for that. But like Caleb, me and Caleb, we on first name basis. And I do like gospel music because it's the music of my people. I just don't like all that freaking screaming. Like everybody I know loves Patti LaBelle. As long as she ain't talking about fly and all that mess like that, I'm down for Patti. But the moment she start talking all that loud screaming, want to make me hit my head on a rock, I don't listen to. But do I down people who listen to Patti LaBelle? No, that is their choice. That is their right. I feel like as a citizen of the United States, I can now actually understand everything my ancestors went through because I look racism in the face every time you tell me that it's okay for this man to talk about people, race, that it's okay because you knew he wasn't that type of person. How do you get up there in your pulpits? How do you sit up there on your pews and talk about love and God when all you do is say that it is okay to be a racist? You tell me that. I have been completely crushed by people ever since Donald Trump has gotten into the world, into the White House. And rather than taking 2 steps forward, we've gone 3 steps back. when it comes to race and anything else. All I see is bad things. Now, I'm not one of those people who don't say, oh, Donald Trump don't got money sense. Whether he robbed somebody, whatever, he has been successful in obtaining money. And I don't know financially what he's going to do for our country, because that's not allowing me to let him do his job. And I'm going to let him do his job. I didn't vote for the man, wouldn't vote for the man because of these reasons. As a woman, you know he has all these women coming out and saying this man has sexually harassed them. And you want to make excuses for it? Most of you have been sexually harassed at work by a woman or a man. Or by somebody in the church. And you know it doesn't feel good. I want you to think about this, people. What if one of those women who were sexually assaulted by Donald Trump, the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, what if this man has sent somebody's childhood trauma back in their life because they were molested by a neighbor, a friend, a loved one, a teacher, a minister, a priest, or even a stranger? And then as an adult, when you think you're safe, when you think that you are safe, somebody comes in your life, invited, uninvited, and betrays you all over again. And for Americans as women to say it is okay. Maybe it's what she had on. Maybe it was the makeup she put on. Maybe it's your son or your daughter that this is going to happen to. You can't condone one man because he makes money and condone another one. Matt Lauer lost his job immediately when they found out what he had done. I love Matt Lauer. Homeboy is straight up sexy, good looking, whatever you want to call it. He used the full package. But as much as I love Matt Lauer, what he was accused of was just horrible. Bill Cosby, talk about how black kids need to do this, black. Now that he's under the knife for the same thing as Donald Trump, we were like, hang Bill Cosby. And I ain't one of them people who say, well, blah, 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 blah. No. He broke the law. He got to pay the consequences. So don't think I'm about to say that. Because I know a lot of you guys, if this is ever get watched by anybody, is going to think exactly that. Could care less how they prosecute him because he hurt women. And we only know of women because the men have not come out yet. But where is all this stuff he was preaching? I don't know. But I know the public said crucify him. Our president, before he was even our president, had all these people, all these women coming out and saying this man has berated me as a woman. Sexual harassment. But we want to overlook it. I know that our current commander-in-chief, Donald Trump, the president of the United States, blames everything on Obama. Now, I'm not one of those black women who says that Barack Obama, the president I voted for, did everything right in the White House. I'm not saying that. But I say he did a fantastic job in the White House. He did what they allowed him to do. But the one thing I know is this brown skin right here, if you ever see this, this is real black. As my sister say, I'm purple black. Okay, this purple black woman right here knows what a great job that he did. Knows what a great job that Bill Clinton did. Because I grew up as him as my governor. When he and Monica Lewinsky had that little incident, I was all down on, guess what, indict, impeach, in anything that was the word in that involved him. And I love me some Bill Clinton because there was another sexy white man. Now, he got kind of different looking because, you know, the White House wore him down. But beforehand, you had Bill as a good looking president. Then you came back with sexy Obama. Did you see what I'm talking about? But because they were the commander-in-chief, I ain't never talk under their clothes. Now, I may chat about Denzel and his walk will kill you, but none of those people are racist. Outright racist. And you can say he's talking about how you feel in your home. In your home, you racist. I don't sit in my home and talk about, well, white people this, well, white people that, well, Asian people this, well, Asian people that. Well, what about the people from Africa? I don't sit up there and talk about them. God created all of us, each of us. We are going to go to heaven or we are going to hell. Plain and simple. We will fry or we will remain in paradise, be rich, glorious, and live on through the soul, the spirit, after this body has gone. I will not condone racism. I don't care how many people unfriend me. I don't care what people think. I will never condone racism. If it's a black racist, I won't condone it. If it's a white racist, I won't condone it. It's an Asian racist, I won't condone it. Native American racist, I would not condone it. Racism is wrong. Racism is what broke our country. Overcoming racism is what made America so great. But yet and still, it is okay. You say it's okay because he's not a Christian. So do you think his wife thinks it's okay? I'm quite sure when she got with him, he was cheating on one of his other wives. But for those of you who think it's okay for a man to cheat on a woman and be biblically wrong in the Bible, I ain't talking about you living with no nigga. I ain't talking about that. You can live with anybody you want to. That's between you and the Lord. But the Bible says it's wrong, so it's wrong, period. You are not supposed to be living with no man who is not your husband. And I ain't talking about, well, kids have to live with their daddy. You know I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about cohabitating, having sex, doing all this stuff with a man that the Bible ain't called you to do. It's wrong. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a man that you are married to after having sex with another woman. Whether free sex that he ain't paying for or sex he's paying for. But when you pay somebody for sex, that is prostitution. Period. Oh, she don't understand. Yeah, I understand. Ain't got nothing to do with no Christian. Paying for sex is prostitution. So you can call it a porn star. That's a person who's gotten famous for having sex with people for money. Plain and simple. Or in my neighborhood it is. I'm not trying to make it sound all nice and clean. He slept with prostitutes. Then he didn't wear a condom. No woman deserves that. And how dare you as a woman to say that? I dare you as a Christian to say that. I am so... Ooh. If you knew how frustrated I am with Christians today, how down my spirit is like broken. I ain't never been rich. Always lived comfortable. Worked for what I had. People are people. Love is what the Lord had for us when he sent his son down here, Christ, to down the cross for us. That was love. You can't tell me you're in love with Donald Trump. You accepting Donald Trump because he's a white man that can make money. He is wrong. You are wrong. And I'm calling you out. You're wrong. You cannot say you're a Christian and condone evil. You cannot say you're a Christian and condone wrong. Christ, the truth, has nothing to do with that. Because if you're talking about you are in Christ, you are in the truth. And if this was a Barack Obama, I would be saying the same exact thing. As the president, they do the best for the nation, not for themselves. And if I ever, at any point in time, I ever felt that Barack Obama didn't do what he think was best for our nation, I would have had a problem with him. But people forget that, oh yeah, it was Barack who brought us out the recession. Now, I didn't vote for Bush. Did Bush do the best job he could do? I'm quite sure he didn't set out to destroy our nation. I'm going to tell you an incident that I remember happening when Bush was our president. And I was kind of young. I'm not as old. I'm an old woman now. And if I take my hair off, my thing off, you can see I'm all nice and gray. I'm one of those people, I don't care. As long as I know I took a bath and I'm clean, I'm not down into all those looks and stuff. My hair, of course, is natural. It's dry because I haven't put any leave-in conditioner on it. And I know we as black women praise our hair. If I could go bald, I would, but I'm not one of those women who could do that. I look like I've been shot by the man if I would even try to do that. But one thing I can tell you is that I know what's right and I know what's wrong. I know what's right and I know what's wrong. Not my own personal belief, but by what the Bible says. See, I can't argue with people on their own personal belief system. But if you're a Christian, I can talk to you from a Christian standpoint. So justify all you like, because that's how I could end up living with a man that I ain't married to. And he got a wife on 28th Street. Here we are on 20th Street living in paradise because of the word love. See, that's justification, because he still got that wife over there. The Bible tells me over and over, I cannot have this man. I want to say the word nigga, but I know people get offended by that, so I'm going to hold off on that. But in my term, that's any man I'm talking about. White, black, Asian, Native American, whatever. But that's a term that America has said, oh, this is a negative word. No, it's not. It was a word that was put on black people. This is straight up my definition of the word. The word used to be nigger. Well, people can't say that now because they'll get beat down. But black people turn that word around into something positive by saying nigga, G-G-A. So let me throw that in first. That's a term of endurement or a good thing when sisters are talking about their brothers. And your sister could be white, because I got a sister who's white. In fact, we call her sister. She's hardcore. So I consider myself to be one of the least racist people I know. I'm quite sure there's some racism in me. I may not admit to it, but I'm quite sure there's some in me. So I don't try to deny that, but I can work on it. But as for my sister Christians and brothers who are out there, I watch CNN every day. I ain't never watched CNN so much. I watch it because I'm afraid of what this man's going to do to our nation. And you are the ones who are telling him that it is okay. It's okay to call black and brown people from poop hole countries. It's okay to say they're poverty. It's okay to say that people from Mexico are gang violence. That's not okay. There is crime in every neighborhood. Rich, white, brown, red, orange, green, yellow. You name a race of people where there is absolutely no crime. I would love to look it up and learn something new. But what I'm telling you is, as Christians, we need to get our act together. And we need to, guess what? Get our country back where it needs to be. I see slavery through my ancestors' eyes. I actually feel the pain they felt every time I heard somebody go on TV and say that it's okay for our commander-in-chief, the leader of our nation, the ones our kids look up to and one day dream to be, to talk about other races of people as though they're nothing at all because they're not his skin shade. I have a problem with that. And if you call yourself my friend or my Christian sister or my Christian brother, you should have it too. I have a sister who is mentally retarded. I can't get the image out of my head when Donald Trump made fun of the mentally impaired on television. I can't get it out of my head because I've never been a strong person who wanted to go into the military to fight. I wanted to go in to do social work, nursing, or something like that, but never to fight. So whenever I see a military person, I really want to go just hug them. But I don't, because I know I'm invading their space. But when I can, I tell them thank you for doing something that I myself have never been strong enough to do. For him to mock them on television, it's a shame. Christians, come out your closet. Stop calling yourself a Christian. Stop saying that you have black friends. Stop saying anything, because what you're saying now is hurting our nation. You are not standing up for what's right. I watched CNN when they interviewed women and they said, well, we didn't vote for him for that. We didn't vote for him for that. I am so brokenhearted as a woman that we as women fail to protect each other. And this is the Us Too movement, is what they call it. And we still back that way, men go have affairs. No, it is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. And it is wrong. I'm not quoting scriptures on here. I could do that. I'm not doing it. I'm asking you to search your own heart and put an end to going back to the days where my ancestors said massa. I would rather be dead than to say massa someone because out of fear. You're not my massa. You can't control me. I belong to the Lord. And I would rather go home to him than to go back 300 years ago. I remember crying when Barack Obama became president because I thought, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, if my mom was here, I could, I could see and feel the joy my mom would have felt. If my mom was here, or my grandmother would have been here. The joy is unreal. America had reached a new level. We were truly becoming the melting pot that we claim to be. And I don't know why America thinks he did such a bad job, because he wanted to give women the right to not be denied treatment of cancer because of a history, or for people who don't have insurance to have insurance. I'm not saying his plan was perfect. Twerking anything can only make it perfect. To tweak his program would have been great, but because you hate the man, you hate the whole idea of the program, making people pay for insurance that they didn't need, I agree. I'll be the first person to tell you that is wrong. But there are those people who need health insurance that couldn't get it because they couldn't afford it. So there wasn't the whole Obamacare system was broken. It was a system put in place that needed repair and improvement and upgrades. I don't know. This is taking me longer than what I wanted to say anyway. I just want to ask Christians to look into your heart, and what do you think God would say to you if he could talk to you today about agreeing with everything that our current commander-in-chief, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is saying and doing? You say bullying in school is unacceptable? Well, we have a bully in the White House. We have a racist in the White House. One of my friends, I remember saying, when Donald Trump got elected, that they're glad that the White House is white again, and to, how they said, have the fields and the house people do what they need to do. You can bet I'm no longer friends with them, period. So, I don't know. America has taken a setback. I am worried for the future generation. I don't know. As a Christian, my spirit is broken. As a woman, my spirit is broken. As a sister of a mentally impaired, it was called mental retardation when I was growing up. I have no problem with the word. It just means that they learn a little slower than everybody else. As someone who's had their family members to fight in the military, get damaged by what they did while they were in the military, mentally and emotionally, I can't agree with our current commander-in-chief. I allow him to do his job. I'm not one of those people saying, well, he's not my president. No, I live in the United States. He's my president. I will tell you, I didn't vote for him and never would have voted for him. And not because he had no political background, but because The man is a sexist, racist. Plain and simple. So, just letting you know, I am just done. 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 Don't tell me you're a Christian if you agree with this man is doing. Don't tell me you don't see the racist comments that he's saying. Don't tell me that's how you talk in your home, because then your home is not a Christian home. This is CJC. Over, out.